What's the difference between just, already, and yet when we use it with present perfect? Let's find out in today's elementary grammar lesson. Hello and welcome to another video. My name's Alex. In today's lesson we're going to talk about three words, just, already, and yet, and how we use them with the present perfect. We're going to look at the meaning of these words, the grammar of these words, and we're going to look at examples for each one. Also, at the end of the lesson, I'll give you some practice sentences to complete with these words, so make sure you watch right the way until the end. Okay, and before we get into these words, first of all, let's refresh our memories about what present perfect is and what present perfect means with some examples. Okay, so present perfect is used to mean sometime before now, but we don't say exactly when, it's not specified, okay? For example, they have gone out. They have gone out, or they've gone out. Okay, so it means before now, but the important thing is that they are out now. They have gone out, so they are out now. They've gone out before now at some point. Another example could be, he's bought a new car. He's bought a new car. He's bought a new car. He has bought a new car. Okay, so he bought the car before now at some point, but again, the important thing is that he has the car now. Remember, present perfect is a present tense, so the important thing about it is now. He's bought a new car. Okay, so the structure for present perfect, remember, is have or has for the third person with the third form of the verb or the past participle. So we've got they have gone out, our first example, have, and then gone, the third form of the verb. He's bought a new car, has, plus the third form of buy, which is bought. Okay, so now let's start looking at our first word, and that is just. Okay, so just means a short time ago. Okay, let's look at an example. All the examples we're going to look at from now are going to be in short dialogues, so there'll be person A and person B, okay, for the rest of this lesson today. So A says, are your parents here? B says, yes, they've just arrived. So they arrived a short time ago. They've just arrived. Are your parents here? Yes, they've just arrived. So we can see here, they've, the contracted, have, and arrived, the third form of the regular verb arrive. Another example could be, are you hungry? B says, no, I've just eaten. I've just eaten. So again, you can see the structure of present perfect here with the word just. So it says, I've just eaten. I'm not hungry now because I had something to eat a short time ago. I've just eaten. Okay, so here we can see the meaning of just. And another important thing about just is where we put it in the sentence. Okay, so if we see, I've just eaten, so it comes after the auxiliary verb have, but before the main verb. So I've just eaten before the verb eaten. And in our first example, they've just arrived before the verb arrived. Okay, so now let's talk about already. Okay, so already means before now or before you expected, before you thought it would happen. Okay, let's look at our first example. A says, what time are your parents coming? What time are your parents coming? B says, they've already arrived. They've already arrived. So we see already arrived here means before we expected, before I expected. What time are your parents coming? Do you think they're coming later? They've already arrived. So here again we can see it with present perfect. They've already arrived. Very similar to one of our examples with just as well. Another example could be, A says, this is George. B says, yes, I know, we've already met. We've already met. So this means we met before now. Not really here with the meaning of expected, but just before now. Yes, I know. We've already met. Okay, and you see the placement of already as well is the same as with just. So it comes after the auxiliary verb, have or has, and before the main verb. Okay, so we've already met after have and before the main verb. They've already arrived after have and before the main verb. So we put it in there. And one other important thing about already to mention is that we normally use it in positive sentences. Okay, please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you feel like you're learning something in today's lesson and you want to learn more. Okay, so yet, let's talk about yet. Yet means until now, okay? And we were talking about already being used in positive sentences. Well, with yet, we use this in negatives and in questions, okay? So let's have a look at a couple of examples. Okay, so A says, are your parents here? No, they haven't arrived yet. So they haven't arrived until now. Are your parents here? No, they haven't arrived yet. Another example. Have you told your boss that you're leaving yet? No, I haven't. So here we can see it in a question. Have you told your boss that you're leaving yet? No, I haven't. Okay, so we can see until now, I haven't told my boss that I'm leaving. Have you told your boss that you're leaving yet? And the negative example as well before that, no, they haven't arrived yet. Okay, if you look at the position of yet compared to the other two words, we see yet goes at the end of the sentence. No, they haven't arrived yet. Or have you told your boss you're leaving yet? Okay, good. I hope that all makes sense. Now let's try to practice this a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to put up some examples here, and with each one I'm going to be A and B again, a little conversation, a little dialogue, and I'm going to give you the basis of a sentence for B, okay? And I want you to try to make the complete sentence with either just, already, or yet in each case, okay? So let's look at the first one. A says, do you want to see that new movie tonight? And the answer that I want to make is no, already see it. Okay, no, already see it. Okay, so I want you to put that together. You need to put the person in, you need to make present perfect and have already in the correct place. Okay, so can you make that sentence? You can pause this video if you want for a second to try to make it, but I'm going to give you the answer just now, and it is no, I've already seen it. So do you want to see that movie tonight? No, I've already seen it. So we see the structure of present perfect and we see where already goes in the sentence. Did you get it right? Hopefully. Okay, let's look at the second one. A says, is Alan here? And B says, no, just go out. No, just go out. So again, we need to make this into a complete sentence for B, and we need to use just in this case. So how can we make that sentence? Okay, so the answer is no, he's just gone out. No, he's just gone out. Remember, unless you're doing some formal writing, it's good to contract have and has in present perfect, especially in spoken English. Yes, that's why no, he's just gone out. So no, he has just gone out. Is Alan here? No, he's just gone out. Okay, and our last practice sentence here, we have A says, have you done your homework? No, not start yet. Okay, so again, I want you to make this into a present perfect sentence, and you have to use yet. So think about where yet would go in the sentence. And we have not start, so we know it's negative, and we know it's negative because we're using yet as well. Okay, so the answer is, have you done your homework? No, I haven't started it yet. No, I haven't started it yet. So how many did you get right out of 3? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Again, please remember to hit like and subscribe to my channel for 2 lessons a week. Just now I'm doing Tuesdays and Thursdays. Every Thursday just now is a live lesson at 1 o'clock UK time. You can find all the information on my social media, especially Facebook. Please think about joining my Facebook group, Learn English with Alex. It's a really good idea. And also you can check out my website, learnenglishwithalex.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.